Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to take a look at the third Animal Warriors of the Kingdom figure that I got. This is the Chunari Legionary. So, new paint scheme. I tried the three that I did order. I wanted to go with something different. I didn't want them all to be the exact same. So, this is another army builder. He's got some red. He's got some blue on him, and then obviously he's got the dark, I guess, monkey ape brown that you would see in a zoo or whatever. And you can kind of see the weapons, and it looks like he's got some different weapons than what I've seen on these other two that I've gotten. So anyway, again, I talked about these figures. I really do like them. For the most part, they're not perfect, but pretty good so far. So I've reviewed two, and I'll drop at the end the playlist to these. So on the back here, you have the artwork, which is the same on the side. And I'll say this again, and I said this on the other ones. It's not that the artwork looks bad, but it looks kind of cartoonish, where I look at that, and that dude looks mean and like a badass. So it gives you a little, bio of him. The Chunari Legionary. These proud soldiers are the elite forces of the House of Chunari and are formidable foes, even for the vile forces of the Horrid. So, I guess this is the good guys? I don't know. But on the back, you got the cross out. Again, so far, these figures pretty nice. A $35 independent company called Spero Toys. Again, not a lot of frills. So we're going to open this up. I'm not going to go through the unpackaging. You can go back to the first video that I did if you want to see how they are packaged. But let's open them up and get into this. Alright, so let's get into this. I got to say, this guy does have some different weapons that I have already seen. But we'll start with the hands. So I think I'm at 3 sets of hands. Here are these open hands that you can see. And then you got 2 fist hands. And then you have 2 trigger / holding hands, which I'm perfectly fine with. This is more than enough. I don't need a holding hand and a trigger hand and a cupped hand. This is more than enough. Here's the helmet. Now, it is very pliable, but you got to watch it, because on the one that went to this guy over here, I will show you. I started to pull it, and it tore right there. So even though it's pliable, it is the exact same helmet. You got to be pretty careful with it. And here you have some, there's some paint apps. It looks really nice. I'm impressed with it. I think it looks nice. But again, you got to be careful. It's pliable. I would have rather had a harder helmet that I don't have to worry about it tearing the way this does. And I did mention you probably have to heat it to form it to the head. So we have this sword that comes with it. Now, this is one that we've already seen. And the first one, it almost looks like it's 2 blades. Like this blade would almost come off. It only has 1 paint app. I do like it. It looks nice. These are hard. If you have the Valiver stuff or anything like NECA, stuff is really hard. It's rigid. It doesn't feel like it's going to break. It does bend a slight bit. And then it seems like it would have a weapon on the back. And then he has a sword that I have not seen yet. There's no paint apps from what I can tell on this, but I think it looks really nice. And, oh, it looks like this is not only a sword, but maybe it is a staff that also plugs in like this. Yeah, it looks like there's a square peg in there. You pop this on here. So it's hard to tell. Maybe this isn't supposed to be a sword. This thing is so hard that it actually hurts your hand. So, okay, so you got this big staff, or spear, or whatever you want to call it. So you do have 1 paint app here. It does plug in. I guess, again, you could use this as a sword if you pulled that off. So that's pretty cool. It's kind of like this butt handle at the end, so you can kind of smash into someone if need be. And those are the only weapons that he comes with. And he also comes with this shield with, I don't know, it looks more like a lion, but I think it's supposed to be some sort of primate. Hard to actually tell. And here you have the handle that plugs in. So just like that. You can plug that in any way you want, so you can hold it in different directions or in either hand. So not bad. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out what that thing is that I just lost. Well, that's actually pretty fun. There it is. It looks like a small little Lego piece. Actually looking at nothing, but hey, while you're waiting, take a second and hit that like button, that bell notification. So I'm not really sure what this is for. I think I'm going to have to play around with that just a little bit. There's really no directions on here. So I guess so yeah, there it is. It's clearly a spear of some sort, but it can still also be used as a sword. And maybe that's just to hold it in place. I don't know. I'm not really sure what this is. If someone knows, please feel free to tell me in the comments, because I would love to know exactly what that piece is for that I have plugged in there. That is not very easy to get out. So we're going to push that to the side right now. Oh, you know what? I bet it's so it can go on the back. Hold on. Look at this. I'm figuring things out here. So I guess it can kind of plug into the back. But then it's still not upright. I'm very confused by this. All right. Anyway, let's get into the figure. So it seems like the arms and the legs are all the same. Now they do have these boots or covers that are, again, very soft, pliable, so you can move the feet around. So quickly here, you got the perfect T-pose. You got bicep swivel. Kind of stiff, but not to the point where I think you need to heat it. And again, I'm in Michigan. It's still kind of chilly here. Double bicep pose. Unfortunately, not pinless, but it's really hard to tell because it's all one color. Push these back down here. Now, the one thing I did not really realize with the other one is I talked about the butterflies, but these ones really go, if you get them in the right spot, they really do up close. So if you want to do a double pose like this, it's not going to be a problem. They do go in pretty nicely. You look at the head, you can look up to a point. Let me move this. It's kind of bothering me right now. There we go. Not too high. So you can kind of look up and look down, side to side. So again, with this one here, as I showed you in the first one that I did, his eyes are clearly looking up. All right. Now, you can get away with it. Maybe if he's looking like this. You don't notice it too much, so it's pointed out, but the eyes are looking up. It's not a side eye like McFarlane, but it's there. So you have your ab crunch. Now, this one seems tighter than the other ones. You can also move it side to side. Your Jean-Claude Van Damme. You can go about that far. It does have the skirt around it that kind of prevents it, but it also doesn't have drop-down hips. There's your double knee bend. Again, not pinless. Again, kind of stiff, but not a problem. It also has thigh swivels. I do like this color more out of the box than what I thought I was going to. And then you have these big, giant feet. So with this extra toe here, you have no problem standing them, putting them in a running position. You do not need a stand. But he has ankle pivots. So you have all your ankle articulation without a problem. So let's quickly take a look at this. Now, I do like this armor that he's supposed to be wearing. It's got a nice sheen to it, which I think kind of pops. On his face, it looks like you only have really two paint apps. You have the hair and then the face. Obviously, you have the white eyes. And now, they do have this look, and I heard Dan Larson from Secret Galaxy / Toy Galaxy. He was talking about it, and he said, one of the things I do wish, I don't like overly overly animated faces, but all these figures are in the exact same stoic look, which if you were running into battle, you probably wouldn't have the exact same look every time. So hopefully upcoming figures, they will change that a little. Here on the skirt, we've already seen this. Or no, I take it back. I have not seen this one. So this is a different skirt here. It's got a few different colors here. This actually has 4 different colors from what I can tell. You have the red. You have this pinkish that goes around it. And then you have the belt, which is that turquoise, and then more of a blue right in there. But it looks real nice. Paint looks good. It's not all over the place. Here you have more diamonds on his gauntlets. The hands, let's pop these off really quick. So far, all the hands have come off really easy, but the gauntlets also come off. So if you want to put them on without one, it's not a problem. I'm going to leave it on for right now. Now let's change the hand. Here's one of the open hands. I tend to like these. They work really good for guns and different things like that, if you want to hold them. So that's how easy they pop in. They twist. They do go in. So really no problems at all. And then you have your boots or your covers, whatever it is. This one has some spikes on it, some red. Overall, I think these figures really pop. If you just like the way they look, if you want to put them in with a Masters of the Universe line, a Marvel Legends line, you know, there's so many things. Planet of the Apes. I mean, this fits absolutely wonderful, perfect. I think it looks awesome. So let's take the helmet, and the helmet looks much better on this guy than that guy over there. But this one doesn't seem to be as warped or out of place as this one. This one's kind of all bent up. Like I said, I really need to heat it up. But it's very soft. So you're not going to hear me have a big complaint where I had to that I'll have to heat this up, where I would if it was a hard helmet that was like out of place, warped. So here we have his shield, which I guess we found out we can kind of plug into the back here. All right, that kind of works. It would be nice if it was facing up, but I guess it's on the downside. Then we throw his helmet on here. They do a real good job of making it cut back, so you don't have to worry about the ears causing a problem. And it's made to work with the different primates that they have, because these are 2 different ones, I do believe. So there's that. And again, here is his staff, his sword. I think this is going to look really nice. Again, something different that I am pretty impressed with. So that kind of bend. So this thing's going to come off fairly easily. Let me get this thing back into place. So now that's aggravating. All right. So one thing I'm going to say I won't like about this is once you like put any pressure on that, I think it's kind of bend, cause some problems. But you can have them in a running pose if you like. There he stands. Normally would stand on his own. Again, I'm trying to do this pretty quickly. The shield might be offsetting some stuff. So there he is on one foot. And again, you can see how easily or how quickly I did it. You can kind of move him around. So we can get him in some pretty good running poses if you so wish. Which I do like. I like the big feet. I like not having to worry about. I like him with the helmet on. I really do. So there he is. Again, he also comes with this sword, dagger, I guess whatever that you want to call that. Again, nice stoic face, which I think looks good, but again, if you want some sort of fighting, so let's pop this off here. throw on one of the holding hands again. And now, looks like that got left in his back. So, where I was struggling to get this out of the shield, now it's like stuck in his back. So, this is going to be a lot of fun. So, definitely going to need something to get that thing out there, right there. Out there, right there. What was I talking about? All right, so this here, you'd want it over on this side. You know what? If I've been out of frame, I am going to apologize. I'm going to have to go back and watch this because I was actually looking at everything over the camera. One of the biggest issues that I have. I think what I'm going to do for the... actually, I know I'm going to do, I think on the next video that I do, next review, I am going to do a video show how long it takes me to do this, how they try and do this in one shot. And sometimes you might see how I struggle. Just maybe give some ideas if you're looking to start making some videos. But I'm gonna do that for the channel members once I get another figure. I was gonna do it for this, but I gotta go pick up my son. Believe it or not, he literally just texted me. Now I like the shield. I think this looks awesome, and I like here. I think we can take a couple things. I'm gonna throw this right here. You know, it's hard. You know, I keep stretching this out, but I like the idea. We can kind of get it in some poses where he's gonna use this piece here to hold the spear. All in all, again, another nice looking, amazing figure from this small little company called Spero. Look at that. Woo, that looks wonderful. So, all right, let's wrap this up so everyone can get on with their day. All right, so there you have it. That is the Animal Warriors of the Kingdom Chunari Legionary. Now, maybe I said that wrong, and if I did, hey, you know what? Feel free. Let me know how it's supposed to be said. I don't know how you're really going to tell me it's supposed to be said in the comments. I like this guy probably more than I thought I was going to. I hate this. I think they need to maybe, I don't know, find a way to maybe make this a little bit smaller or pliable where I can pull it out easier. That's what she said. I like the shield. The shield just kind of, it just stands out. Now, one thing I did want to do was in a bit of a race. Like I said, I had to go pick up my son. So, when I'm sitting out there and it's like after 9 o'clock at night. So, it definitely does work as a sword. So, again, really cool figure. I like the face sculpt. Again, but they're all just a stoic face, and it's not that they look bad, but they have no emotion. And I don't need like a screaming Duke face. God, I don't need another screaming Duke face. But something would be just adding a little bit to it. I don't know. Something different, because it seems like I'll be like in battle with the stoic face. And that's what I heard Dan Larson, and that was before I had gotten them. So here's like the blue one on him. Obviously doesn't look as good, but you can see what I was talking about, how it's all like misshaped and everything. And then when you throw the red one on here, it's obviously molded differently, where this one just isn't that great. So anyway, I do like these figures. Again, $35, Spero Toys. So SperoToys.com. I'll actually post a link in the whatever. In the description, I will post a link. Hey, you know what? This is what you came for. Sometimes I'm kind of off when I'm doing a video. I'm not really sure. But hey, you guys know what you guys come for. I'm going to tell you what I like about it. I'm going to tell you what I don't like about it. I'm going to let you decide what you guys want to do. So anyway, I do think these figures are really cool. I think they're going to mix and match. You want to do a Planet of the Apes theme. You want Ravengers for your He-Man figures. You know, there's just so many different things that you can do. So anyway, I am going to get out of here. But before I leave, you know the drill. Take a second. Get all social media. A Punk with Toys on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. It's really easy, especially Instagram. Like I said, I'm there all the time. I'm posting videos. You'll know when I'm going to go live, which is Mondays, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Every Monday, that is. I like this idea. It's really sharp. Everything on here is sharp, so when you're trying to push this thing down, and it does hurt, like, you just kind of dig it into your skin, and as you can see how bad my knuckles and everything are. You know, my skin's all beat up. Anyway, and then last but not least, before you leave, take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification, so you're notified anytime I do drop a video. Anyway, again, Warriors of the Animal Kingdom. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll let you guys do what you do. I'm trying to get this guy to stand off. Why am I trying to get him to stand off camera? You guys don't care. You can't see it. Anyway, I am gonna get out of here, but don't go anywhere. Up here, this is a playlist for all the Awok figures, and here's another animal warrior of the kingdom. I said it right. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day after you watch this and this.